My dear students, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to our regular online class from the product K.C.C.G.H.S Corporation Girls High School Chattogram. My dear students, in my today's online class, I, Morshed Hasan, an assistant teacher English K.C.C.G.H.S Corporation Girls High School, am going to take a class on English first paper, class 8. My dear young learners, in today's class I will discuss an important and different topics and which will give you much interest. If you keep your eyes mindfully on my class, I think that you will get benefited. My dear students, if you fail to understand any topic, you can message me in my comment box. Okay, get started. Before starting my text and topic, I will suggest you just to see this written 3 words. Here you can see that immigration. Then you can see that loans. Finally, you can see that travel. Could you guess? These words are related with what? If you think over these words, you will easily understand that these 3 words indicates and focus a picture of the airport. So, today's topic of discussion is the airport. Unit 6, Lesson 1. So, put down the title at the airport. At the airport. Unit 6, Lesson 1. My dear students, after finishing this chapter, I am hopeful that my dear students could practice many things. You can see them in the board, in the chart, what I have written. I am hopeful that after finishing this chapter, my dear students could be able to practice grammar from the text. I am also hopeful that after finishing this chapter, my students could understand the text. And finally, I am hopeful that my student could be able to ask and answer questions. Okay, I am removing this chart from the board. Now to clarify you, now I am going to clarify the meaning of these 3 words so that you can easily understand the text. Okay, do you know what is the meaning of immigration? Immigration means a process of going to abroad. And lounge means waiting room in the airport. And finally, you can see that travel focuses a trip or a journey. Okay, we got the meaning of 3 important words which will help us understand the text. I'm going to read the text. So participate with my reading. Take your EFT book and read the text. Jara lives with her parents in London. They have come to Bangladesh to visit Jara's aunt and uncle. She is very close to her cousin Mitha. Both the families have visited many interesting places together in Bangladesh. It was great fun. Then they decided that they would visit some places outside Bangladesh too. It was great fun. Then they decided that they would visit some places outside Bangladesh too. They decided to go to Thailand. But Mitha's parents were too busy with their work, so they couldn't go. However, Mitha was going with them. Mitha, Jara and her parents are at Hazrat Shahjalan International Airport. They are waiting in the lounge. Mitha is very excited. This is her first time to board a plane. They are flying by Bangladesh Biman. Mitha is hoping to have a great time in Thailand. As they wait, the two cousins are planning what they would do once they reach Bangkok. Mitha's uncle brings form for all of them to fill in before going to the immigration. You have to give some information about yourself in the form. The immigration officer will check your passport and check it and stamp it, and then you are ready to travel. Mitha, Jara and her parents start filling in the forms. Okay, we have already finished reading the text, and by reading the text we have got many information from the passage. You have heard and the name of a country, Thailand. My dear students, could you tell me the introduction of the Thailand, or where the Thailand is located? Okay, I am helping you to understand. Thailand is one of the South Asian country, and it is located in the eastern part of Bangladesh, and it is located in the eastern side of Myanmar. Okay, whatsoever. My dear students, you have also heard the name of London. Have you any idea about London? Okay, I am helping you. London is a big city, and it is the capital city of United Kingdom or Britain. Okay, we have got so many ideas, and we have also known that if someone wants to travel from one country to another, then he needs to maintain some formalities, and he or she has to pass immigration, whatsoever. Now we shall do some important grammatical practice from this passage. So I'm going to give you some words, and I will suggest you to mark them properly. Okay, take your exercise book along with pen. At first, I will tell you to put down some words that are have, could, is, are, would, have to, will. Now I am going to put down these words so that you can easily put down. Okay, I am going to remove the writing from here and put down the words which I am going to give you. Some important words from here is have, then could, then is, then are, and then would, and then have to. I hope that you have already put down these words. If you think over this word, you will understand that what type of words these are. Can you guess what type of words are these? These are nothing but auxiliary verb. So put down here auxiliary, auxiliary, auxiliary. Now write along with me the identity of the word have. Here have is a primary auxiliary, primary auxiliary. Then you can see here could, modal auxiliary, modal auxiliary. Then you can see is, primary auxiliary, primary auxiliary. Then you can see are, it is also primary auxiliary, primary auxiliary. And you can see would, modal auxiliary, modal auxiliary. Finally, you can see in the board that have to, and it is also modal auxiliary, My dear students, you can see in the board that there are two types of auxiliary in English grammar. One is primary auxiliary and another is modal auxiliary. And you have also understood and seen that there are some auxiliaries which are primary auxiliary, and there are some other auxiliaries which are modal auxiliaries. Now the question is, sir, which one is called primary auxiliary and which one is called modal auxiliary? The answer is that there are some auxiliaries in English grammar which can be used both as a primary auxiliary, both as an auxiliary and main verb. On the contrary, on the other hand, the auxiliaries which are used just as an auxiliary and which do not have any quality to be used as main verb, it is called modal auxiliary. For example, the word will do not have a quality to be used as a main verb, so it is called just modal auxiliary. But the word is both auxiliary and as a principal verb. If I tell a sentence, he is doing the work, in this sentence has been used as an auxiliary. But another sentence, he is a teacher, in this sentence is a principal verb, because is here has been used as a verb, so is called primary auxiliary. I hope that we have understood words are primary auxiliary and words are modal auxiliary. My dear young learners, from these words we get another idea of grammar. We get another idea of grammar. You can see here that have is a verb and it is present form. It is present form. Could, first form, is, present form, are, present form, would, first form, have to, present form. We have written just only few words. From these words we have got the idea of auxiliary, and we also known that there are two types of auxiliary. One is primary auxiliary and another is modal auxiliary. Again we have got the idea that here have is present form, could is past form, is present form, are is present form, would is past form, have to is present form. Now we shall know some special meaning of these auxiliary. From these auxiliary there are some few words which may be used in some other cases. Suppose could, would, have to. These three auxiliaries can be used in another sense. For example, could. If you make a sentence, could you lend your pen please? In this sentence, could has been used to mean request. Here you can see would. To express something with gently, we can use would. For example, would you mind giving a cup of tea? Or, sir, would you mind asking you a question? Finally, you can see have to. Generally, we can use have to for expressing something obligation. For example, I have to go there. That means I have been compelled to go there. I hope that you have understood this usage of could, would and have to. Okay, now I shall remove this writing for your convenience, and I shall do another idea of another item of grammar from this passage, and that is, and for doing this I have to remove this writing and you will have to mark some other words. I shall tell you which words you will mark. So now put down some other words with me, and they are they, it, all, this, she, and then you. My dear students, you can see I have written here some words for exercising grammar from this text. That is another topic for your better and proper understanding and realization. You can see here I have written they. it, all, these, she, and finally you. If you think over this word, you will easily understand that these are nothing but pronoun. So put down here pronoun. You have got the idea of pronoun. Do you know what pronoun is? Pronoun is a type of person space which is used generally about noun, which is used instead of noun. So these are pronoun. Now we'll have to know what kinds of pronoun they are, because we know that pronoun is of 8 types. Here, if you think about this word, you will understand that there is personal pronoun. And if you think about this word, it is demonstrative pronoun. Demonstrative pronoun, because it indicates something. Here there is personal pronoun because there is used about some people or some persons. As there is used about person or people, so it is called personal pronoun. Then you can find here that all is also personal pronoun, because all also is used to indicate and focus some people. Next you can see that these, if you think about this word, this indicates something. So this is demonstrative pronoun. Demonstrative pronoun. Next you can see here that she is a type of pronoun which is used to focus a girl or a man. So she is also personal pronoun. Finally you can see here that you indicates someone or a person who is present before you. So you is the word, the pronoun you is also personal pronoun. My dear young learners, here you have written just few words, and you have, from these words you got the idea of pronoun. Not only that, you have also known what types of pronoun these words are. Now we shall get another idea from these words. Here you can see that there is an indication of number, as pronoun or noun indicates, as number is used about noun and pronoun. So there we can get the idea of number. You can see here that there is plural. There is plural. It is singular. All is plural. This is singular. She is singular. You is singular and plural. My dear students, You can see here that there indicates more than one persons. So there is plural number, and here it indicates one thing or one object. So it is singular number. All indicates more than one persons. So all is plural. Here this indicates one thing. So it is singular. You can also see that she indicates just one person. So she is singular. You is just a pronoun which indicates both singular and plural. So I have written here singular oblique plural. My dear students, from these words you have got two ideas. One is about number, and another about pronoun. Again we have known which words, what types of pronoun there are. We have seen here that there are two types of pronoun. One is personal pronoun and another is demonstrative pronoun. My dear young learners, finally I will suggest you to underline some other words. By practicing them, I will finish my class. So I have to remove this writing from the board. I hope that you have understood the use of number and pronoun from the passage. Now I shall tell you to put down some other words. They are interesting, interesting, then great, then put down excited, then write busy. My dear students, interesting indicates something joyous or enjoyable, and great indicates something famous. And next you can see that excited, that means very much spellbound. Finally you can see here that busy, the condition of not being free. So if you think over these words, you could easily understand that these are adjective, As these words are adjectives, we get the idea from this adjectives, three forms of adjective, because in the chapter of degree of comparison generally we find three forms of adjectives. One is positive form, then other is comparative form, and finally superlative form. So put down here three forms of these adjectives which is generally used in different level of English grammar. So let's come and put down interesting, more interesting, most interesting, great, greater, greatest, excited, more excited, most excited, more excited, excited, most excited, busy, busier, busier, and busiest, busiest. My dear young learners, here we have written 4 adjectives. One is interesting, another is great, and another is excited, and finally busy. From these 4 adjectives we have got 8 some extra adjectives, because an adjective has 3 forms. One is positive form, and the another is comparative form, and finally superlative form. For example, interesting, more interesting, and most interesting. Positive form, great, greater, and superlative, greatest. Then you can see positive, excited, comparative, more excited, and finally superlative, most excited. And at last you can see here that busy, positive, comparative, busier, 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 and finally superlative, busiest, busiest. My dear students, I am hopeful that you have done so many practices of English grammar from English first paper. In this way, if we practice regularly, then I am hopeful that you could easily improve yourself. If you think that it is just English first paper, so we do not need to practice grammar from this text, then I will tell you that then there will go something wrong with you. So do not neglect English first paper. Actually, English first paper is a book which is enriched with so many topics of English grammar. If you think over the sentences, if you think over the words which are used in English first paper. Okay, now I will tell you to underline some other words for homework. Put down with me. I am telling you and tell you to put down. At first put down or underline, however, then put down fly, next immigration, next Bangladesh, and families, next decided, next go, and then what, and finally before. So here you can put down homework. Homework, identify homework, identify different parts of speech, different parts of speech from the given words. I am hopeful that you have already just written and underlined the words which I have told you. Okay, so many thanks to stay with me. I always expect good and sound help for everyone. So, not so long today. Thank you to you all. Allah Hafiz, all the best.